Hello again everybody, and today we're going to be covering the dwarf area. Now I'm not starting at the dwarf spawn for a very good reason. We covered it in other videos, but I just want you to have a look at the terraforming that's went on the outside. And this terraforming, they spent hours on it, and you'll probably not ever see it unless you walk from spawn over to here, and that's quite a long journey. But I just wanted to show you the kind of man hours they're putting into this world to try and make it look as good as possible. And as we enter this cave, we're going to be greeted by another person today who's happily agreed to help me with any questions that I'm going to have on the dwarven area. And that's one of the dwarfs herself, and she's also helping design and build the area, and that's Nico. Say hello.
Hello.
Right, so we're going to go into this dwarven place and take a look. Right, so this is the entrance of the dwarven area, and what they've done here is they've put holes into the side of the entrance, and that's to give it a whole dwarf kind of mining look to it. As you can see, there's a lot of rare ores behind, and it's just to show that the dwarfs have spent hours caving and tunneling and mining to build it. And as you come into the first junction, it's split into three areas. We've got the mine and dungeon down this way. Now the dungeon, I'm not thinking, let's ask Nico, is the dungeon complete?
The dungeon has not yet been completed. We've been focusing more on the living areas and the gathering areas first.
Excellent. Down this way is the castle and the noble area. They're also going to have an arena and a weapons and armour shop. And everyone else. I love the lol at the end of that saying. Now, I'm right in asking, you're going to have class diversity as in rich, poor, middle class, that sort of thing?
Yes, we will, and there will be a big difference in their living styles. The noble areas have a beautiful area we've got planned out for them. We haven't actually started on it yet. The middle class, though, we've been working on, and they look all right. I wouldn't mind living there myself. And the poor guys, well, just let's say that I wouldn't want to be them.
Excellent. So we're going to head down to the rich place, my kind of place, first of all. And take a look at this castle. So there's an arena, weapon armor down there, and this is to the castle and noble district. So let's go and have a look. And they've given it a very authenticated dwarven look. They've not made it all look smooth and great. There's still tiny wee bits of rags and stones sticking out everywhere, and that's just to give it a proper dwarven feel. And as you can see, a lot of work has went into this place. Now, can you tell me what all these paths coming out of the dwarven castle are?
The short answer is no, because a lot of them just double back on themselves, or they go through the different districts. One goes to the arena, and there are a lot more paths than there are destinations at this point. We're still in the planning process for this. But McClafferty, the king of the dwarves, has been building this area up, and he has a lot of great plans for this. I can't really divulge any without spoilers, but they're going to be terrific.
Excellent. And again, I mean, they've made tiny little things like chain links, supports for the chain links. You can see the castle's incomplete. It's just been hollowed out and is currently being shaped right now. Now, is there a quick way to the slums and other areas without having to double back on ourselves?
Again, no, everything just kind of doubles back on itself at this point. We will have clear routes when this server goes live.
Okay.
Well, this is the middle class area. It's where, you'll be staying if you have like a decent amount of if you vote every day, you could live here comfortably, basically. Easy as that. It's, where are you? This is a pub. It's rather large, a little tall for dwarves, I know, but I had fun with it. I wanted to have it I wanted it to have this kind of great hall feel to it. Nice big table to just gather around, or a small table if you want to sit by yourself and sip your ale after a long, hard day. All good.
And these are
We'll
going to
probably...
be living quarters over this way?
Where's over this way?
Uh,
By the waterfall?
yes.
Yes, those are the living quarters. Each house is going to be unique and roughly 14 by 16, 16 by 16. The bigger houses, the noble houses, will probably be somewhere in the range of 20 by 25. You could house a family here.
Excellent. Let's move on to the next area. Right, so before we go down to the slums, I'm going to give you a quick sneak peek at the sort of thing they're doing down in the mine and the dungeon. And visually, as you're coming down, you can see they've put a lot in just to make it look like a real working mine. I've been told this is as far as I can go because I can't be giving anything away on what they've done for the dungeon designs just yet. All I can say is the dungeons are going to be huge. They are going to have lots of mob fights and rewards and treasures. So we're going to try and catch up to Nico and go see the slums, providing I don't get lost, because this place is massive.
Come to me, friend.
Arena, Armory, Noble District. Nope, aha, there you are. Right, so this should be the shanty town of the Dwarfs. And
As you can see, it's not paved, there's a lot of gravel, it's rather cramped. And your building space here, if it isn't pre-cut, will probably be limited to about 10 by 10 if it's not made smaller. It's not going to be a fun place to live. You're going to have to walk forever just to get basic amenities like food and water. It's definitely not any place you really want to stay. So work hard and make lots of Vera.
Yeah, but Vera, like I said in previous video, that is our in-game currency. Oh my god, this goes on forever. I'm not sure if I'm in dwarven builded areas or if I'm in generated dungeons or not, but this goes on and on and on.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the dwarven area. You don't quite know when it's begun or ended because they are the mining people. They just dig, 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 dig.
Now, Nico is responsible for much of the lore so far written on our website, and anyone interested in the story behind the dwarfs can actually go on the website and read up on the 5 million page report on the dwarfs that she has up. It is long, there is a lot to it. I even tried one night to grill her on every single piece of lore about the dwarfs and Fault Find, and she's got her stuff covered. But that's it for the dwarf place, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks very much.
Bye guys.